This week we're talking about mufflers. So this is the OEM muffler, and it is fairly plugged up, as you can see. It starts out with a pretty big hole, ends up with kind of nothing. Because Kawasaki has so many regulations, they sell in so many countries, they want to make one model that will fit all regulations for all countries they sell in, so then they don't have to carry more parts and don't have any issues holding on to stock for multiple different models. They want to limit their line to save money and be more efficient. So one of the things that a lot of people do, it's actually probably the most common mod, is putting on an aftermarket muffler like this FMF one right here. So it is very open at the end. And this helps a lot for not very much money, usually about $300. So a lot of companies make them. Two Brothers makes one, Yoshimura does. This is black silicone on my hand. Of course FMF, anyways, lots. Most people go with the FMF because it is road legal. They're not legal in California, which is odd because they're made there. Bikes are always very polluting just because they don't have catalytic converters compared to cars. As a relative as to much fuel they burn. A lot more, like 40 times. So there's not much worry there, or thought, but California is ridiculous. One thing to think about is spark arrestors, and the other concern is sound level, and I don't think the Yoshimura or the Two Brothers, which are the two most other common ones that people get, I don't think that they have their sound limit. FMF does make one that doesn't have a limited sound, and it's the Power Bomb, which I believe has a bit better performance, but it is louder and not technically legal on the street. Though I have to admit that the cop isn't going to notice or really care unless they are specifically looking for it. Yeah, despite the fact that there are lots of different exhausts, I don't imagine that there's much performance difference between them. Minor differences, maybe half a horsepower. Supposedly the fastest bike or the best KLX in the world is running a Two Brothers exhaust, but I doubt that it makes that much difference. These exhausts, even between mine and my brother's, have a very significant difference, but supposedly they don't have any performance differences, or any serious ones. I mean, they're both rated to do the same improvements, same type of stuff, so I can't imagine that much shaping difference will make that much of a difference on your ultimate performance. The only real difference would be something that would increase volume level, like plugging the baffles or pulling the spark arrestor. One power boost I've heard people do is that they will plug up these holes in the baffle, run their pipe real loud, but it's legal. So here is the spark arrestor for the FMF exhaust, at least the one for the KLX 09 Plus version. Just this little cone that goes in here. A lot of people remove this because it'll give them a little bit of a power boost, because you can see in there, probably can't. There's a wire screen that just makes it so that no sparks can go past it and prevent the possibility of starting a fire. It's not something that is illegal, but you can't ride in the forest or on trails if you don't have this in there. So one thing I did want to do is compare the OEM exhaust to the new one. Even though this thing has been sitting out for a while, I imagine the packaging's not really any good. Put that back on and just start the bike and see what it sounds like. I'll be pumping out about 83 decibels. 84, about the same. Well, it does have a bit of a different sound to it, I'd say. Now garbage. Much different sound. Much deeper. And guess what? We're putting out 84 decibels. Model Week. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a bit complicated for me, and I know it went over a lot of details. So, if you want more of these things, be sure to subscribe.